I've designed over 10,000 emails for e-commerce brands, which have generated over $40 million of sales. And almost all of that revenue came from these 7 email types, which I'm gonna share with you in this video. So the campaigns I'm gonna share with you work regardless of if you sell a $30 cleaning product or you sell an ice bath that costs $10,000. So if you watch to the end, you're gonna learn what these 7 email campaign types are so that you're never struggling to know what to say to your email list. And most importantly, you send emails that actually convert people into customers. So the first email is a social proof email. And this works because it is extremely simple to set up and send. You just need to look through your reviews that you have on your website and you basically send that to your email database. It's extremely easy because you have hundreds or thousands of reviews that you can pick from. And essentially, you just pick one, easy. So if you don't have reviews, no worries, you're probably running ads. And as part of coming up with creatives for your ads, you've probably collected some sort of UGC type creative, essentially. So you can use that instead of the actual review. So some examples here, and I'm gonna show you examples from what we've done for our clients. This brand, which sells natural cleaning products, we've just taken a quote from one of their reviews. It's like, it's better than bleach, which this woman has said about this bathroom cleaner. And we've actually gotten this from a UGC video that they run as an ad, essentially. So they run this on Instagram or on Facebook as an ad, and we've taken that quote and we've just also turned that into a campaign that we send to our email list. And this is very compelling for a few reasons. Number one, like most of the people that get onto your email database, they have seen your acquisition, they've seen your ads as an example, they've seen your website, they know what you sell. The only reason they haven't purchased from you is probably just because they don't trust you. So using this as a campaign type works really well because you're showing other people using your product and getting value from it, and it helps build trust. If other people are getting success, well then what's stopping them from getting success? Same thing for this brand, Willow by the Sea. We've just taken different reviews from their site and we put this into an email. And for this brand in particular, it's specifically for mums. So we've taken reviews from people of different ethnicities. So this is Jessica, this name is Sylvia, which could be anything, and then Yasira, which is a bit more of a culturally ambiguous name. So if you're a mum of whatever race, you can see people getting value from this product, and that helps you see yourself in the product essentially, which builds trust and gets you across the line to purchase. Now you can just, copy paste reviews. So for example, we run campaigns where we just take different reviews from the website and paste it in. You can do that. And same for this example, where we just take reviews from the website for different products and we paste them into an email and send it. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is using the reviews as inspiration and then writing copy as a plain text, like this, for example. So in this email, straight from the founder, and he's saying, one guy told me he's finally present with his kids again, no more rushing through the evening in a haze. And it's like, another said he took the plunge and that became his anchor in the year that nearly broke him. A tradie mate says his knees feel really good. So each one of these points is something that's a real person has said in a review. And we've just taken that as inspo and then put that into a campaign in a plain text to send as a campaign. So a few ways you can do it. You can copy paste or you can just use it as inspo. Another way you can do it is if influencers use your product. Obviously, it's very tough to get your product in the hands of influencers. So when it does happen, you definitely want to push that onto your database, right? You might be using that in your top of funnel stuff, but it does a lot of the time get ignored in your email list, especially if you sell fitness products and you've got athletes talking about it. A lot of the time you might even pay to get these collaborations with athletes. You really, really, really want to push this out to your list because again, it builds massive trust and it's just super easy to do. You put a lot of work to get this, like make sure you push it out everywhere. Here's a little sneaky thing. Sometimes you might have people that, for example, your UGCs, you might pay to get that UGC created. And one thing you can do, you can get that person to either post it on their page and then just share it as a UGC, even though you've paid to have it, or share it as an influencer, or you can post it on yours and on your Instagram page and then share it. So here, what we do, I'm not saying this is what we did for these brands, but for example, we just get people that have tagged it on Instagram and we send that to the email list. It's like, hey, here's real people that have tagged us. Now we didn't pay for these, or this brand didn't pay for these, but for example, if we go all the way to the top, this is Malachi Murray Modeling. Like, this is a woman that offers UGC as a service. So we paid to have this for this brand, and we've just shared this as a review. So it's a sneaky little way to get around it. Obviously, again, this brand has tons of real reviews, but if you don't, that's something you could possibly do as well. But yeah, another way you can show the reviews thing is for this brand automotive. Just if people tag you on Instagram, show that. Just get people that have tagged them and then put it in. This is a brand which sells clothing for South Asian Americans, so people want to see people like them wearing it. So it's been tagged. They just show pictures of people tagging them on Instagram, and that's pretty awesome. So builds a lot of trust, shows real people using the product, and works extremely well as a campaign type. And it's really easy to do. It's really easy to come up with this because you have this information and you can use it. So that's the first one. The second email type is a product spotlight. So this is when you essentially just highlight a product to your database or a collection of products, and you call it bestsellers. So it's simple enough to do, but there's two things you must do for this to actually be successful. Number one, it's got to be a curated selection of products. It can't just be a random blurb of actual bestsellers. It's got to be curated for the person that you're sending it to. And number two, focus on the benefit to the customer. Never focus on the product. No one cares about the product. People just care about themselves, and focus on what your product can do for your customer in every email. So here's an example. For this natural cleaning brand again, they sell a bunch of cleaning supplies for different purposes, for toilets, for bathrooms, for your bedroom, etc. And this is our top 5 picks to help you have a sparkling clean kitchen. And we showcase all of the products that are going to help achieve this benefit. This brand sells personalized products for newborn babies, or personalized clothing. And with all sorts of personalized clothing, it takes a certain amount of time for you put in your order, and then they actually got to stitch in the names, etc., to personalize it, and then they ship it out. So pain point for this brand that people have a problem with is that it takes a long time. It takes a long time to go out. So here's ready to ship items for you, and this is made just for you. Bang, bang, bang. And we use these dynamic blocks to show products that are actually available that we can ship fast. Easy, curated and benefit focused. Another example for this brand which sells low carb products. We've got different pain points here. So here's quick and easy products. We've got pantry essentials, and we've got satisfying snacks. And we've picked 2 for each of these categories. And it's this is just for you. If you want quick and easy, this is what you get. If you want essentials for your pantry, this is what you get, etc. Essentially. Bosco again, the benefit is take command of every drive. And here are the products that are going to help you do that. It is this LED lights and this throttle controller. The products themselves don't mean anything, but it's all about the benefit. It helps you take command of every drive. And that's the benefit that we always want to focus these sorts of emails on, so that it's actually successful and gets us results. So that's number 2. Product 3 is very similar to this, but a bit more admin, you could say, to set up, because it's a product launch. So the reason I have this separate is because it is the second highest revenue generating campaign after discount emails. So if you think about email marketing generally, right, it has the biggest impact when you sell to people that have already purchased from you, because you acquire them through your ads, you run acquisition, or you run PR, or organic, and people find you. Where email is the most powerful is to get those people and turn them into people that buy 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So you can either sell them more of what they've already bought, or you can sell them different stuff. And if you're selling different stuff, well, then the best-selling product spotlight stuff works. But product launches work better because people always want new stuff, right? No one wants the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 15. People want the newest iPhone. So this is very powerful. And there's a few keys to success in having a product launch campaign do well. Obviously, there's a lot of admin that goes on before to source the product, etc. But in terms of running it to your email list, there's 2 keys to success. 1, like for best sell one, benefit focused above all else. So 3 new curved earplugs, from work to music to daily focus. These are, the benefit. You can use this for this, this for this, this for this. Gut and digestion, that's the benefit. There you go. The product's called Digestive Probiotics. We don't care about that. It's about gut and digestion. That's what it does. Even for fashion brands. Now, you might think this is like a product which solves an immediate pain. What is fashion? What pain does that solve? It looks good. People are going to buy it. That's generally the case, or what you would think with fashion. But even for fashion brands, we focus on the benefit to the customer. So these are some lenses which look cool, and yes, we've got photos of people wearing it. However, it's the shape of spring. It lights through long afternoons, it's easy at sunset, and it's sharp enough to carry you into the night. Benefit to the customer. This is what makes people purchase, because no one cares about the product, they care about what it can do for them. And even the small bits of copy in fashion-based product launches helps to convey that to the customer. Yeah, again, very aesthetic email. The second thing that influences how much success you're going to have with a product launch campaign is have an extended launch event. Do not just send one campaign for a product launch, send multiple. Have different stages. Tease people that something is coming. Then give different segments early access. And then finally, launch it to everyone. So here's an example of a brand that we've done that for. This is a company called Willow by the Sea. They're launching a sunscreen, essentially. And for the launch, there's just 4 emails here. Here it's like, hey, something's coming, like see what might be coming, before it even released. And then we release it to the VIPs, and then we release it to, we give early access, and then we finally launch it to everyone, and then we do multiple emails to do that. This is not even how crazy you can get. If you really want to do a product launch properly, this is what it can look like. So these pink emails are what campaigns normally look like for this brand, Whoosh. But for this product launch, they were doing a collaboration with an influencer to launch a unique product. We just completely changed the themes red, right? Completely changed it to red, and we did the whole, hey, something is coming. And that email was done in the red that they see, so that when the launch is actually happening and when people are getting early access and when we're really, when we actually launch it and then we do multiple emails, people know exactly what it's about before they even read a word. They could just see visually, it's bright red, this is different, that works. And this is the ideal way to do product launches. Actually, this is the ideal way to do a lot of seasonal based things, even if you're running a sale, even if you're running, different kind of just event sort of things. Changing the theme is a super powerful way. But this specifically in the case of product launches works extraordinarily well. So that is number 3. Number 4, educational / how-to emails. So educational emails are extremely important so that you can keep people on your database for longer without them unsubscribing. If you're constantly pushing products to people on your database, they're going to get pissed off, they're going to get annoyed, and they will unsubscribe. So the key to sending educational how-to content is 2 things. Number 1, send genuinely useful information, right? You can't just give information under the guise of being educational and it's just you pushing the product. And number 2, actually tie it back to your product. Right? Give genuinely useful information and then always have a call to action back to your product. So if they click it, it takes them to a specific product page, which solves whatever pain you've set up in the first bit. So here's some examples. This is a brand that sells pet supplements. We've got Safeguard Your Furry Friend this summer, and we've got different tips to help people do that. And then at the bottom, we've got a product. Different things, different bits of value, and then every single one of them, we push the product at the bottom. The product that is most relevant to what we've just spoken about. That's how you do it. That's how you keep people engaged. That's how you keep people interested, and keep them on your email list for a longer period of time without unsubscribing, whilst also generating sales. So yeah. Now here's a few ways that you can actually do this in terms of just content buckets. Now the first is myth busting, and you can do this across different brands. So myth busting, cut sodium to stay healthy. Here's a myth that you need to cut sodium, and then actually here's a solution. We sell you sodium. It makes a lot of sense. All fizz, no clean. People think having vinegar and baking soda is the easiest cleaning solution. We break that myth, and then we sell our products, which are natural cleaning with eucalyptus oils and all that sort of stuff. So it's natural, and yeah, better than chemicals. Another content bucket is us versus them. So it's just comparing your products to something else in the market. 2 specific ways you can do it is just, for example, your product versus a competitor and showing why your products are better than that. And that's informational to the customer because obviously if they're browsing you, they're probably browsing a bunch of other people as well that also sell what you sell. Or you can do it more just holistically. So this brand, they sell natural cleaning products and they prefer not to compete directly with their competitors. They think natural cleaning is growing as a category, so they're competing more against the big chemical companies which are, poisoning your homes essentially. So this is natural cleaning products, and we compare it against synthetic products. Compare the ingredients in natural products to the ingredients in synthetic chemical-based cleaning products. So yeah, another sort of content bucket. Then there's also emails or information on how to use your products specifically. So for example, here this is your glow ritual and it's just 3 steps. You just do this, then this, then this. And this obviously works post-purchase after someone's bought from you so that you can send them some value on how to use it. But actually this works pre-purchase as well to help people get to their first purchase. Because if they can start to visualize what the experience is actually going to be like after they buy, that's like, oh, okay, I see exactly what this is. I see how this works. I see how I can do it. I can see myself just doing this. It's not that difficult. Well, that helps get them across the line. For this ice bath brand, we show them what the journey is going to look like. Now, this is, again, post-purchase is usually when we send this, but pre-purchase works extraordinarily well because if people can visualize what's going to happen in week 4 after they've got the ice bath, like you built the habit and the armor, your baseline energy is higher, your resilience is unshakable, people notice you're standing up with your chest back, so with your shoulders back, like that helps sell. That helps sell people the dream and get them across the line. There's also general information just the market's going to care about. So for example, like a 20-year studies, if there's just general information about how, if you said this brand sells products to mothers, we send general information that mothers would find interesting and helpful. And obviously all the call to actions, even throughout this, lead back to the website so that people can purchase. Now we don't actually even plug a product in this, but we just have call to actions leading to a product page. We plug a giveaway here, which is a little bit different, but yeah, and then just some more information. It's like the power of play. So many examples that we've done for different clients. And this is an online pharmacy. They sell Ozempic and Mounjaro and those sorts of products. So they're sending information just to help people understand when these sorts of drugs will be useful. So, and then plug in the product. So that is number 4. Number 5 is behind the scenes / founder messages. Number 5 is behind the scenes / founder messages. So plain text messages from the founder are not that difficult to do, but they are extremely effective. So effective that I actually recommend you don't send it as a campaign. You have it in your welcome flow as an email that is basically the founder introducing themselves, telling their story, why they started the brand, why they care about this as an issue, and showing their dedication to solving this problem for the world, essentially. That is extremely powerful in every single welcome series, and we do it for quite a lot of our clients because it just works. It is just a proven thing that works. But in your campaigns, you should still send campaigns straight from the founder, because if the founder is not anonymous, it works extremely well. So for example, here we're launching a product, and here we have an email from the founder talking through, hey, this was why we started this product, this particular product. These are some of the myths we wanted to break, and this is some of our process in coming up with it, and yeah, some more information about it. Same thing over here. Hey, here's the new product. It's actually named after our daughter, and that's why we called it this. Here's some of our other here's some more information about the new product we launched, etc. Pretty cool, and it's very personal, and obviously it does really well because it's straight from the founder, and there's a lot of trust associated with the founder, especially if it's a founder-led business. So founders are really important. There's other people that are still really important as well, and that is the team and the designers. Now, you wouldn't have this in your welcome series, but it's awesome information to send out. So for example, for this fashion brand, they sell, like I said, to South Asian Americans. Very important that the designers are South Asian Americans too. That's pretty cool. So we did a piece on, hey, this is the designer, this is who she is, this is her story, this is artists that she's inspired by, etc. And this is just an awesome email campaign to send. And this is for this set, it was designed by this person, and we're going to run a piece just to give more info and educate people on that, and does really well. For this brand, they sell backpacks, and they're very colorful backpacks. So that's one of the selling points of this brand. This isn't something we put in the welcome series because again, we want to focus on the founder in the welcome series, but the designer, very cool person to send the campaigns about. So every time we do a drop, every time there's a new designer that's made different bags, we always talk about this because it just works. Also, in terms of behind the scenes, you can just have your normal campaigns, and if you have photos in the warehouse, that helps heaps. Don't be afraid to show your warehouse, because yeah, it's just cool to know the people behind the scenes working on the brand, working on the product. If you make any changes to the product, for obviously these saunas are like thousands and thousands of dollars, and people buying products that are thousands of dollars, they're going to be on your email list for a long time. So don't be afraid to share your journey because people will care about it and they'll be interested. You might find a lot of people, it's like, hey, I've been following this for a while and I really know you. I feel like I understand. They purchase and I'm like, I trust you because you've been sharing bits of the journey and what you've done with the product and how you've improved it over time. That makes a difference. It helps build trust, and trust is important for getting the conversion at the end of the day. That's number 5. Number 6 is back in stock emails. So these are one of the top 3 revenue generating emails alongside discounts and product launch emails. However, it is severely underutilized as a campaign because a lot of brands, when a product comes back in stock, they run that email through an email flow. So on their checkout page, they have this button set up where it's like, notify me when this product is available, and you can put in your email, you can sign up for whatever to be notified. But a lot of people just don't click this. This is the reality. A lot of people just don't click this. So when you have a fast moving product that comes back in stock, you must send this as a campaign because, like I said, it is the top 3 best performing campaigns alongside sales and product launches. So here's some easy ways to do it. Hey, here's a product, it's back in stock, some pictures. Don't overcomplicate it. Just let people know. The hard part about this is bringing products back into stock, but what I see is a lot of brands don't actually run this as a campaign. They just run it as a flow. This brand over here, Low Carb Haven, this product comes back, just make a campaign. This is a restock, here it is, and they perform extraordinarily well. The telehealth company that sells Manjaro and those different weight loss products, new drug back on market, reserve it now. Or this product, backed by popular demand, get it now. The reason this works, 2 reasons. 1, there's probably pent up demand that you're capturing. 2, it's another form of social proof. If a lot of people have bought this in the past, right, you're basically saying a lot of other people buy this without saying it. So this, it's back, it's sold out fast last time. And you, even if you didn't already know, it's like, well, other people are buying it, I kind of want it now. It's a nice way to just kind of get, that urgency and that social proof without necessarily doing it. It's like a show, don't tell sort of thing. So it works extraordinarily well. Now, almost at the end, the last of the 7 campaign types is an early access / VIP email type. And I'm actually going to show you one more after this as a bonus, but just make sure you stay for that after this. The top 3 email types, as I've kind of hammered in this, are sales campaigns, product launches, and back in stock campaigns. So the best way to squeeze more juice when you're running these sorts of events, because these are all, they take a bit of admin in the back end to set up. Like to get product launches, a lot of admin. To bring products back in stock, a lot of admin. And with discounts, you don't want to really be running them that frequently. You want to squeeze as much juice as you can out of them. And there's one way of doing it. It's like playing the urgency, scarcity tactics. It's being like, hey, there's 3 hours left of this sale, get it. Or there's only 10 units remaining, buy now. Or there's 30% off, ends in 48 hours. You can mix them. You can be almost gone and you can follow up, and then you can say after it's done, it's like, oh, the sale's been extended for 24 more hours. You can do that. And it is effective in getting more juice, but it does devalue your brand a little bit. This VIP early access exclusivity angle does the same thing, but significantly less cringe, you could say. Destroys your brand significantly less because it's more of a, hey, like this is something that we're going to do, but we want to make sure that you get early access first. So for example, for sale or for product launches, I should say, this sale's going live. This product's coming live. It's probably going to sell out, but we want to give you early access. Here you go. And you can even get a discount because you're a VIP. this product, we're just launching it. Everyone else is gonna wait, but you got in, you can buy it now. And it's probably gonna sell out because we only got limited stock. Works extremely well, plays all the urgency cards without really being cringe like the whole, 30% off, go in now. Like it's more brand aligned to a wider breadth of brands than doing the post-sale launch, getting more out of it type thing. You can do it for sales, you can do it for product launches. So here, this brand, they launched their warehouse sale with first to their VIPs and then to everyone else. Same thing here. Black Friday sale, it was given to VIPs first. Before it was shown on the website, you could use this particular code to get access to it. Works extraordinarily well because it's, again, truly exclusive. And then the key, I don't see this done that frequently, you can actually do early access for back in stock campaigns. So this is a product that came back in stock, it sold out previously. And for our VIPs, we gave them an early access code. It's like, this is the code you can use. It's not available on the website unless you put in this, and you can have a crack. Like, you can buy this. So this is a severely underutilized version of the VIP exclusivity angle. And if you use this, I guarantee you it's going to help you do well. Okay, the bonus email type is a sale/discount email. I've said this multiple times during the video, but sale campaigns are always the best performing email type. So I thought I'd give you a bit of source on how to actually do sale campaigns better. The only issue with sale campaigns is two things. One, it costs you margin and profit. And number two, it trains customers to only purchase from you when you offer a discount, which is horrible. To your margin and profit, the damage is probably deeper than what you expect. So obviously, if you give a 20% off sale, a lot of people just presume that if you sell 20% more product, you're going to make, the same amount of profit, but that's not the case. If you offer a 20% discount, a lot of the time you need to sell 40 or 50 or even 60% more to make up for the same level of profit that you would have if you didn't discount. So discounts are extremely costly and we want to use them as least frequently as we can. However, it does perform well. And so the way that you run these sort of incentives or run these sort of sales and get the benefit of these sorts of campaigns without paying the cost is by changing the incentive. You don't always have to offer a flat discount. You don't always have to do that and require yourself to have to create 50% more sales to actually make the same profit. We want profit at the end of the day. That's why we start a business. And so it is by changing the incentive. And I'm going to give you 4 different incentives that you can do that are still, very strongly valuable to the customer, but are much healthier for your margin and don't train your customer to actually wait for a discount when they buy from you. So number 1 is a gift with purchase. And by the way, this is all data that we've gotten from our most recent Black Friday sale. And I'm ranking this 4 to 1. So our 4th best performing offer during Black Friday was a gift with purchase. There's some brands that just didn't want to run a discount, didn't want to run a Black Friday, but we convinced them to just do a gift with purchase. And what that is, instead of giving a discount for certain orders, if you order X or if you order over a certain threshold, you get this item with your order. So this is for not Black Friday, but one of the things we've run for this brand. If you spend over $150 for this brand, for this Easter sale that they were running or Easter deal they were running, you got a free pair of blue light glasses. Now their glasses are like $100 to $150, so you can cross that pretty easily, and their blue light glasses are about the same price. The thing is, this works extraordinarily well for the customer because if they spend $150, they get another pair of glasses, which is $100. So they get basically $250 worth of value if they spend $150, which is amazing value for the customer. But this is significantly better for the brand as well because these blue light glasses don't actually sell that well. People didn't come to this brand to buy blue light glasses. They came for the fancy glasses that they normally sell, and that's like a secondary thing. But this, running it in this way, does 2 things. 1, gets rid of slow moving stock. And number 2, it's significantly better for your margins because the blue light glasses, it's probably like a 4 or 5x markup on that, right? They're not giving away $100 worth of value. They're probably giving away $20 or $30 worth of value. That's how this works. So significantly better for the customer, significantly better for the business, and it doesn't train the customer to only purchase from you when you offer a discount. Same thing here, a gift with your first order. For the first 100 people that buy from this email, they get a small personalized keepsake plaque, which is a pretty cool thing to have. And that's just added in the box. It doesn't add any shipping costs. It's just a small item that they slip in, then they send out. And that costs them significantly less than the retail price. So it's much better value for the customer, much better value for the business, and everyone wins. So awesome offer. But it is number 4. Number 3, and this is one of my favorites, is the purchase to enter a giveaway. So this will form the gift with purchase offer, like I said, but the reason why it's so powerful is because people love the gamble. People love the gamble, man. And it still has the same benefits as the gift with purchase one, because you actually only give a gift to one person if that actually goes in the giveaway. So for example, here, this brand was giving away an iPad Air. And this campaign alone made $1,800. So I think iPad Air like $300 or $400. Just this campaign made $1,800, but this was a giveaway that they emphasized over multiple emails. So over the $10,000, they get $10,000 worth of sales for essentially $300. Technically a discount, but it's like a 3% discount that they're giving away. Significantly easier to, hit the same profit levels with a 3% discount than it is with a 20% discount. But to the customer, same thing. You're giving massive value. They want to go into the draw. This is awesome. This brand over here, they ran a giveaway of items worth $150, and they did $12,000 in sales. So what's that? Like 1 or 2% discount? Excellent results. And value for the customer. You could do this whenever you want. You could just say, you could run a deal. It's like, hey, just for this weekend, any sales that come in are going to go into a draw to win X, Y, Z. Or any sales that come in, we're going to refund one of those. It's like a limited time thing. And you refund 1 out of 100 or 200 orders. It's like a 1% discount or a 0.5% discount to your margins that you're doing. But it's great value to the customer because people love to gamble, especially Australians. So that's number 3. Number 2 is your normal flat discounts. And this was the second best performing offer during Black Friday. And this is, generally what you can run. This is the base case. Obviously, you're well aware of this. You run 20% off, 25% off. It's just a site-wide sale. All of your products are marked at this. So nothing special here. The offer that worked better than this is a range tiered discount. Now, how is this different from the other one, the site-wide one? Well, if you think about a site-wide, like generally people that only buy from you when you offer a discount, they know your pricing, right? Like let's say if I'm shopping for shoes online, I know how much this pair of shoes costs. And if I know that it's a site-wide 20% off, well, I know, okay, it's $120, 20% off, that's like $24 off. It's like $96-ish that I'm gonna pay. And if that's a normal discount, that's not enough to do it, I'm not even gonna click through. I know 96, no, too much, can't be bothered. If it's a range tiered discount, this encourages engagement so much more, right? Because I have to click through and click into my specific product to see if the deal applies to my product. So does that. Also allows you as a business to discount your slower moving items more than your best selling items because you don't want to discount your best sellers. Let's say you have a pair of shoes, again, same pair of shoes, $120, your best selling item. It's probably going to sell even if you don't run a deal. You could stick a 10% discount on that because that's going to sell anyway, right? Whereas if you did a site-wide, you'd have to limit 25 to everything. And well, that $120 item would go to $90 and you're losing actual profit when there's a lot of people that would have paid 10% off for that item. So yeah, allows you to discount slow moving products more and best sellers less. And number 3, prioritizes profit. So here's how that would look. It's just Black Friday sales on, 70% off best sellers. We say best sellers, we're not actually discounting our best sellers in this one. Or you just give a range, it's like 30 to 50% off, yes, really. And you have to click in to see what individual products is. And generally, if you can earn the click, that correlates strongly to sales. If you can get people to click through, your sales will increase. And that's what this does, whilst also protecting your margins. So those are the 4 offers, and those are the 7 campaigns that we've run through today. If this video was helpful, please subscribe for more. I hope you implement these into your campaigns going forward. If you're a business that does over $1 million a year in sales and need help with campaigns, you don't have time and you want to make campaigns that actually convert, we can help you build and execute a custom strategy for your business And you can trust us for these reasons. Number one, we're Gold Klaviyo partners. We've worked with over 100 businesses around the world. These are just some of the businesses that we've worked with, iconic Australian brands, publicly listed businesses in Australia, and a couple other e-commerce brands from all around the world. Number two, we get awesome results. These are the results that our clients get. 40%, 35% revenue from Klaviyo, hundreds of thousands of dollars from Klaviyo, millions of dollars from Klaviyo. Those are the reasons. So my offer for you today, I'll audit your Klaviyo account completely for free. And I'm going to give you 5 campaign ideas that you can take away and implement yourself. If it makes sense, I'll give you an offer on how we can do it for you, whether it's just those campaigns or managing your emails on an ongoing basis. So you can click the link below to learn more if you'd like us to do that for you. And if not, no worries. I'll see you in the next video, and hope you got value out of this. Take care.